Gonna buzz this side's done here, gonna buzz this side here, and hopefully it splits nice and happily. That's that. Love that. Gotta love that. I'm just gonna knock down some of the little glue on here just to clean that up a bit. I think scrape and file. Could use a better scraper on that. I think it'll work. And the whole thing stayed together. It's almost a mild miracle. Just a mild one. So don't get too excited. I can't believe that whole other piece stayed together. That's awesome. Try to make it so it mates up as peacefully as possible. Oof. And then just knock it apart, which usually takes some noise and pounding. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that little rumbling. That's a little second pet that I got. Yeah, I got a mouse in the house, and guess he's deciding to play with the poison I put out for him. I put it on a piece of wire, but when I put it through, I left kind of put it like this around the wire so that he can pull at it and it'll just sit there and spin. So keep him at attention. So yeah, I'll have to show you. I got a video coming up with I didn't catch him in the act, but he left me a nice present, so I think you'll be excited to see that. But anyways, back to the task at hand. Just gonna try to pry nice and easily off my primary. Again, this is a microwave transformer. I can get the numbers for you. It's a T100, maybe even 3 zeros. Something. And there you go. There's the primary winding. Hard to tell yet if that's aluminum core or if that's copper core. Won't know, I guess, until I scrape into it. The shunt is tough. Let's change that up a little bit. I'm going to hit it with this. Not that one. Hope you can see this alright. What I'm doing here. There it goes. That should come right up. That one is driving it right through. It's not coming off of that little, I don't know if that's like a, oh, I forget the name of it. It's like a little auxiliary winding, but it ain't for much if it's for anything. Very low voltage. However, enough to hurt, I almost guarantee you that. So again, be careful of it. It only has these coming out the ends and they just tag onto each other. right here, these little tags. They have little flat blades on them. Now this is going to be sandwiched in here pretty good, I almost bet you. Oh, I'm going to have that that little rivet in the way again, ain't I? Yep, that little rivet right there. That pin, don't even try to pull it, because that thing goes through about right to here. And if anyone's wondering, here are the numbers off of that transformer. Think you can see that pretty good, I hope. Give it a second so you can, if you're writing it down, take a good look at it. And let's see here. I want to bang loose that rivet. I'll cut it right free. There it goes. And here's the winding for the high voltage is here. It wraps a whole bunch of times. You can see how tiny it is. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't. Now you can. Right here, I knocked the pin out. Rivet. It's actually a pin. It goes through all the way about to here, like I said. This tiny wire here, attaching it, that wraps many a times through, and then it comes out as just one tab right here. So that tab, if you're ever working on one or looking at one, that's what you're going to have, is just that single tab. Again, it's buttoned on right there. And, looks like it got bent in. And now I just want to remove, I think I'm going to try to tuck that down in again, out of the way. I'm going to see if I can't come up with a better way to knock that out. It's usually pretty tough. Tough on the, tough on everything. On the transformer and everything, trying to push that out. I'm going to pause. I'm going to go look for a piece of metal stock to lay across that. Okay, I got some blocks I can whap on. Use some whaps. And hopefully it'll keep the transformer together a little better. And I got the vise just snugged up just a little bit. Hope that ain't shaking the camera. It's on its own stand, so it should be alright. Got everything falling to pieces here. And the block's going to split in half just in time for me to not need it anymore. You gotta love that. I like that. Now I got one here. Thinking of this. Not much headroom down here in the dungeon. In the basement, I should say. Oh, it's solid. It's still one piece. I'm so dumb and so lucky. It's unbelievable. I'm so lucky that didn't pop apart. I can't believe that. Still one solid piece. You'd probably hear that ping off the floor. Oh, that's so great though that it stayed together. I'm not sure if you can see in the background here. Oh, I gotta close the vise a little bit to show you. I want them crumbs getting jammed up in there. I'm boiling a ballast transformer out. I want to see what kind of goodies are inside it. It's potted. It's right here. Right now I got it boiling on the cooker. I just took a flat iron or whatever the hell it is, and heat plate I call them, whatever it is. It's up to like 400 degrees, and just put a little bit of water in it just to let it cook the water so it don't scald itself. And just letting it cook away. Alright, match this with my other transformer. pieces. No, that one didn't. Oh yeah, it did. It had all the same stuff. Okay, wow, that's so nice that it did not come apart. Can't almost believe it. A little bit of mangle in there. I'm gonna hit it up with the little bit of grit. Put some grit to it to take off some of them sharp edges so it doesn't ruin my windings when I go to put them together. Put them on here. I'll leave that there for now. There's that. Here's my base. Oh, I scratched down my base. Did I scratch? I didn't. I said scratch. I mean file. And you just want to be careful on the ends. You don't want to file like this. You'll end up pulling one of these thin little Transformer E sheets right off. And they suck when they're loose. They just suck to deal with because then they always catch everything. And they don't want it almost like that. Like I almost caught it there. But if you're going to do it at a sharp angle. Just want to take any sharp edges off so it doesn't eat up my good windings when I put them on it. I've always used files. I always smack them like that. And if you could see it, I'm not sure if you pick it up with the camera, you can see the filings just drop right off of it. And man, does that work good for knocking just the heavy filings that get caught up in the teeth here. Knocking them out of the way and where you could keep going instead of trying to brush them out and everything where they get caught up in. And the other thing actually that works great, I use, I can't remember what exactly they're called. I'll grab them quick and show you. Someone would know what these are instantly as soon as they see them, but they're on the big ribbon cables in the back of a computer box when you pull it all apart. And the big ribbon cables go through, and then these got teeth to them, and they are stamped right through it, and then this is clipped on the other side. And then big wide, there must be about 20 some. Well, you can count them. There's, oh, maybe you can't count them, but each tooth usually. These are staggered a little bit, but there's over 20 lines that would go through here. Dink, 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 right down through. Actually, I use these and just take the file, and they actually fit, believe it or not, right in the grooves. A lot of times you'll feel it line right up good because the file is this way, if you can see here. So I'm going across it, and I just kind of go across the files, and it'll take out the real nasty stuff. I'll show you a file that really needs it. This one here, you can see the crud that's caught up in there. It looks like aluminum. Aluminum's soft, and it doesn't come out as easy. I wire brush this real good, and just they stick in there. But a lot of times, we'll see how true I am with that. Oh, yeah, just like that. Just pops it right out. And if you could see, I'll show you if you can pick it up. Man, the darn... just really cleans up each little filing port real nice. And I just kind of keep pressure if I want to go down the file, downwards, or upwards if I want to go up. Trying not to go back and forth with it too much, obviously. But man, does that work good. So anyone knows the exact name of these, that would be handy to know. Let me know. You know me, I'm always wanting to learn more. That's what keeps me going. And it'd be well appreciated. You can see how much it cleans it up. Can you see that pretty good? There it goes. You can see what I have done down in here. and what I didn't do yet. And you always get some stubborn ones that stick. Actually, this one, this real fine one, isn't all that great. Here's a smaller one. This little black guy here. This little one actually has smaller teeth. They're thinner. And, man, this one works really well. Not sure how that's focusing for you. This one works really well, though. But it's a real narrow spot that you're doing each time. It's more localized. For real stubborn, or be here all day, you know. So yeah, just quick idea. I don't know, it works for me. I got a whole pile of these, in fact, that I saved just for that reason. I used to take apart computers before I even know what they were, just to, or what anything did inside, just for something to do, to try to learn. There. Okay, back to task at hand. This can go back here. Forgot just this corner here. Oh, see, you could hear that when I pulled it away. That wasn't too hot, but luckily it didn't catch it and bend it. It just caught it and let it relax back. But the end ones aren't. I always figure the critical ones are more in the middle. To have them together. I always try to go forward with the pushing motion with the file, and it really eats the stuff, and you can see it actually come out the end, all the filings. And then you come back, if you kind of keep it loose, sometimes it'll knock loose the filings that are in there and then go heavy again instead of heavy both ways. All you're doing really is just taking all the teeth and you're just cluttering them up with garbage filings then that way. If anyone cares. Okay. That is clean. Now I am ready for this primary. And I got one on the bench here I got to test also. So the bottom's going to be here. I think I'm going to want this way. The wrap, the winding starts here and goes this way. So that's going to wrap always right hand. Your fingers point to where the flow is. So this way, so the current will flow up through this way or in the center. Right where my thumb is, straight up through the center here. Wow, should not go that tight. It definitely should not. To get a little bit of filing in here. Yeah, something to take that little burr off helps. Oh, that edge there. See if this goes a little better. Okay, my bottom piece is, yeah, here. Should put, if it don't go this time, I'm gonna have to mark the sides of it. Otherwise, I mark the sides and then I pound it in and it's gone anyway. Why that's going so hard. Check dinner. Uh-oh. Got 2 blocks under it. Hoping they'll let the center of it pop right out and down into the water and then kind of sludge off eventually. Yet to be determined how that's going to work. It's the first attempt at this, so we'll have to see how the whole shooting match turns out. I got too rough of an edge here. I got a file. I got a file attached right to the bench leg right here. Just need to knock a little edge off of it. And I just did that because I found it handy. Instead of getting a file every time, it's actually clipped in. I put a little rubber hose over the end where the handle would be. And little rubber hose and then one of them clips that you clip in whatever, rods or whatever, or handles or whatever the heck they are. If I get a second, I'll show you. There it goes. You can feel it as you're pushing it down, it tightens up. You know you're getting to where it's a little too far. And I could easily just whap on the ends, but I don't want to mess them up. Sounds like I'm bottomed out. How am I? This way I'm good. I am quite happy with that. That is progress. And for now, I think I'm going to leave it right there. I think I might put my own winding on that. I'll look around and I'll get back to you. I'm going to come up with my own little winding and wind my own on and make my own. So I will be back once I find some wire.